Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. So today I'm going to do a reading, just like random. I'm just going to do it. Not exactly a random read, right? But just like, can we get a little upliftment somehow, right? During this time. I kind of took a little break today and hung out with some people, relaxed, and came home, played a little bit of a game I like on my phone, try to stay in some sort of, you know, high energy if I could, right? Because there's a lot going on right now, right? But, it is what it is, right? And so I thought, I'm just going to do like a reading. And I'm going to try these cards. I haven't used them in a long time. This is the Akashic Tarot. It's like weird how they have their decks. It's like they don't have the full 10 cards, I don't think. Something like that. It's just different, right? I have the book right here just in case. But I thought I'd give it a try and see what's going on with the collective. And this is just a basically, let's see how we can raise the vibration somehow. Get some good news during this. You know what I mean? Seems like a lot of the things going on are kind of sad-ish, kind of, sort of. I would like to say that, please do not live your life by the tarot, because it is you that creates your own destiny. These readings may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. To my subscribers, welcome back. To any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So we're just going to kind of wing it, I guess. Maybe that's what I'll call things like this, like just winging it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, of course, I already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a general energy reading out of these cards. I am listening to basically an ambient house type of music. Okay, something that's kind of upbeat, kind of bring a little happy vibe in, right? Some shit. All right, so the general energy of today's, reading, which is kind of like a random reading, is the Seven of Keys. So the Seven of Keys. This card is also called the Ascent. So somebody's basically made it to the peak, right? They've made it to the top. There's nowhere else to go, right? And that's a hard climb to the top. It is. It's freaking hard, but you made it. You made it. So congratulations on that, right? But now you have to come down, right? And that can be just as hard as going up. Really can, because gravity's gnarly, right? So yeah, we have this Seven of Keys here. It looks like it's time to make the ascent, right? Let's check a little real quick what the book says. What is it? Seven of Keys. Okay. This is kind of a little thick book, but I mean, I guess, it explains a lot of the cards, All right, so the ascent. A man stands atop a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder. Metal stakes, known as pitons, remain in the steep cliff that he has climbed, evidence of the difficult path of his ascent. The rope and pitons may have been the physical keys necessary for his achievement, but so were his hard work and resolve. So it's saying basically this card shows that with great effort and determination, you can apply yourself to your goals for assured success. So basically, you may have made it to the top. You might not feel that way. This could all depend on how you're feeling at the top. Like, what did you have to go through to get there? And did you learn from that? Right? This doesn't necessarily mean in monetary gain, but it could also mean emotional, you know, gain or understanding, some sort of knowledge that you've come upon that has brought you to the top, and now you understand, and it's time to retreat. Time to go climb back down and move on with life like you should, right? Right. That's what I'm feeling. Right? And good job though, right? Good job. Whoever made it to the top, you understand. Now it's time to climb down. It was a rough climb and it's time to get down and take a rest, man. You know what I mean? So let's see what else we have for this reading. Let's hear some energizing news for the viewers, right? Something that brings happiness and joy to the viewers. What's going on? Because it's a tough time right now. We need a little upliftment, right? Something like that. Let's see what's happening here. I think I'll do 4 columns. Okay, since this is brand new, I'm just winging it, right? Let's see what the next 4 cards out are in this reading, this story of what's going on around us, right? The next 4 cards are. So we have the 7 of Roses, which is funny because when I was skipping through the book looking for this card, the 7 of Roses where it opened, right? So there's somebody that's on a journey, you know? We're all on journeys, right? All of us are on some sort of journey. And it doesn't mean like going on vacation. I mean a journey of finding oneself, right? So somebody is definitely on a journey or planning to take a journey. That could be it too. Somebody might be planning to take a journey. They made it to the top. There's been understanding. And now somebody realizes that they want to take a journey. And that could be here with this Queen of Roses, right? Queen of Roses. Who is that? Let's check real quick. Who is the Queen of Roses? Because like I said, these books or these cards, they're different. Okay, well look, it opened to 7 of Roses right away. Let's see what it says. This card shows a time for a journey, a more, or a relocation, or move, or relocation, not more. So somebody is moving away from something, right? So you might be thinking that, okay, something has happened and you're ready to start a new journey. You've made it past a certain level. You made it at the top of the hill. You understand. And now it's time to get down. It's time. Don't hang out up there. You know, you need to get down and you need to start this journey. And this journey may be with the Queen of Roses. So let's see where the Queen of Roses, what she says in here. We got the King and here is the Queen. This is a card of a loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Okay, great, right? I was hoping for some sort of upliftment. This is kind of cool, right? So somebody is wanting to take a journey with somebody, you know, from the past, I guess, and bring it. There's going to be love coming in, right? And that's always nice. Really, it is. Let's see what's next. The 3 of Keys, the chess game. So it does seem also that there, you know, there could have been some sort of back and forth here, right? A lot of games, game playing. Perhaps this is how somebody works. They work in a form of a type of game playing to see how maybe somebody can handle something. Who knows? Nobody likes games, right? When you're a kid, you like games. But when you're dealing with adult stuff, you know, games are for kids. You know? What's next here? 8 of Keys. The Master Artesian. You know, I'm trying to figure out which one of these would be like wands or swords, you know? Keys, I just can't figure out if that would be wands or swords. But I do see that there's somebody that's involved in something that's back and forth. It has to possibly do with this Queen of Roses. Wanting to take a journey, but not really, you know, like when you play the game of chess, right? You really think about your next move. You want to make sure that next move isn't going to sabotage you for the move that's coming next, right? So what you do is you kind of, it's like you have that poker face. You know, you got to kind of see things and hoping that your opponent is not seeing what the next move could be that could actually sabotage themselves, right? So somebody is making a move here. Somebody is doing something that is like behind the scenes, right? And this person, it says here, master artisan. Somebody, let me see, let me get a better, closer look at this real quick. What are they working on? I don't know. They're working on little metal pieces. It's not really something, well, it looks like they're making some sort of bowls or something, or teacups, maybe a fancy teacup, whatever. You know, let's take a peek in the book, right? Why not? Okay. 8 of keys. Let's see what that shit is. 8 of keys. Oh my God, opened right to the page. Trip out, you guys. This card indicates that you now have the opportunity to offer your talents, your purpose, and your gifts to the world, making a contribution to many. So maybe you've had some ideas. Maybe this is what you've been, you know, hiding, you know, keeping things secret, not really telling people of your plans, right? Because you've made that, you know, you've made it to the top, and now it's time to finish whatever that was and start this new journey, because whatever that did, it was supposed to help you move forward on whatever it is you maybe had ideas about. Maybe something was holding you back and you couldn't move forward, but now it seems like you can, right? You could be this Queen of Roses going on a journey, right? You could definitely be that. And there's something that you do that's really cool, that's really, you know, unique, that only you can do, right? That's why we have the master artisan. Like you are the only person that actually knows how to do something of whatever you're doing, right? You are the only one qualified to do that, or to express this special gift you have, right? This is what I see. And that's really cool, you know, because this really is a year that we all need to share, you know, out of the goodness of our heart, not expecting things in return, but just sharing, just because we care for mankind, and maybe we can help mankind through our sharing or something, who knows, something like that, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what the next 4 cards are. Okay, so what the next 4 cards are here in this story. So we do have the Queen of Roses here, okay? We do have the Queen of Roses, a very loving person, caring, right? This is a nice person. The next 4 cards we have coming out are the King of Keys. Oh, and you know, I never really found out what the keys are, but you know, it'll come to me, and I'll let you guys know. But we do have the key. We have this. I know there's a scrolls in this deck. I think the scrolls might actually be like the wands. I'm not sure. I don't want to say anything because I'm really not sure. Okay. So we have the King of Keys here, and this person, you see in this picture, we have like a guy sitting on a horse. You know, those old times. You know, when they had castles and all that, right? That's when this is done. And we have him looking over in the distance. There's a nice, beautiful castle right there, right? So this could be him on his way home to this castle, like, you know, making his way there. Maybe he's been on a long journey to get to this castle. So somebody may have been traveling towards somebody. This King of Keys has been on a journey traveling towards somewhere, right? Let's see what the next card is here. 2 of Roses. Winged messengers. Okay, so it does appear that the Queen of Roses here has a lot of protection on her side, right? Things are going well for this person, possibly because she is protected. You see? This person has always been protected because she serves a purpose here. And this is why she has winged messengers. So she may be someone who communicates. Maybe she's a medium. She might be communicating with spirit, easy, maybe communication. And I will say this because I've heard it on a few readings that there's a lot of dream messages going around right now. Yes. There's a lot of messages coming from spirit to you guys, okay? So you might feel like there's some, like maybe you're dreaming a little bit better than before. Or maybe you weren't dreaming at all and all of a sudden you have a dream. So there's messages, there's downloads that are coming in right now. Right? And this is involving your healing process. Whoever out there is needing that. Right? That's what everything is. It's a healing process. So let's see what's next. Okay, let's see what's next. Reflection. Now, and this is why I like to use a book, because I'm thinking I remember what this card means, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to tell you what I feel, like I've been doing. It seems that somebody here may be reflecting on the games that were played in the past, okay? Maybe somebody was big on planned games, right? And now they are reflecting on those games that were played, which were possibly not very nice, okay? But I do see this reflection has come about. There's a reason why it came right now, right? And it's crazy because I've been saying it all day in the readings even. Today is definitely a day of endings and new beginnings, right? Here's another confirmation for you guys. This is the number 19 card. 9 plus 1 is 10. Ending. 10 reduces to 1. New beginning. So somebody here is definitely going through some sort of tripped out transformation, right? Bringing an end to a situation and realizing now which way they must go on a new direction, right? Maybe, I mean, I see that because this whole thing seems like a big journey to this person, they must have done something not very nice, or maybe they're not knowing how to communicate, maybe reflecting on past things they've done and knowing, because possibly something has been reflected back, right? With this reflection card here. They are mirroring their person. So if something like this happened there to their person, the reason why it's happening to them is because they're mirroring, right? It just came at a different time frame, because one is a little more ahead of this person on their spiritual journey, possibly, right? But it's not necessary to wait for this person, all right? Because that's going to kind of bring you could be missing opportunities that you actually need in your lifetime of moving forward, right? So I mean, it's better to try your best and to get over whatever it is that has been happening. And you know, I'm letting you know, during this retrograde, this is a time of the past returning. So you guys may hear from people from the past returning, possibly people who feel guilty for whatever hurt they may have caused you, who knows. Coming to apologize. Maybe they've been living in guilt and now they want to free themselves from this feeling of guilt because of something they've done. This could be anybody from the past, right? And that happens during this retrograde sometimes, you know. And it's really not good, you know, to make any hasty decisions during this time, because there's a lot of different moods going around right now, and you don't want your mood, you know, to affect your decision, right? So the best thing you can do is just try to be cordial with everything, just try to be civilized with everything that's going on. There's no rush for anything, right? There really isn't. So, I mean, my suggestion is just to wait until the retrograde ends, and maybe things will be a little more clear, you know, and maybe you won't be dealing with any kind of weird mood swings because of the planetary alignments going on right now, right? Let's see what the last card here is. Two worlds, two of scrolls. And see, didn't I mentioned scrolls? So you might be dealing with somebody here who actually is somebody that lives an absolutely different, who has grown up absolutely different from you, right? Just nothing that they've done in their child rearing days or whatever, their growing days, whatever, is totally different from yours, right? You, them, you, whatever. It's two totally different worlds, two worlds. It's right there, right? So I'm thinking that this is why this is so difficult, right? And I'm not talking about when it comes to, you know, it could be the way that maybe your family does things and how their family does things. Maybe you have a way that you do, you know, take the procedure of doing this one way, and then this person does it another way, whatever, right? There's conflict here because of these two worlds, right? And you know, it's so strange when that happens, you know, how like two separate groups of people, maybe nationalities or religion, whatever, how they can be so negative towards each other. What is the real reason of that? You know what I mean? What, there's still going to be similarities in your religions. There's I cannot, the concept is really shocking to me. How different people, how everybody wants to categorize themselves when, you know, we are all linked up somehow in this world. We are all linked up, yet people are segregated. That's really, you know, that's a trip if you think about it for a second. Like, you know, you just want everybody to get along, they just can't, you know, because there are rules of logic here, all right? We can't just be all doing things willy-nilly. You know, it's a process. Life is a process. And if you don't want to participate in it, then you're probably not going to move forward properly, right? We all got to participate somehow. You know, because it'll bite you later. Just participate and see how things work and how things go. Don't be closed off to just one type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because in some way we are all the same, but we just don't see it that way. We see each other as different and segregated, and some things just aren't right. Some things, you know, there's a lot of crazy, you know, people out there, and that craziness was taught to them by some kind of, possibly the way their family did a certain thing, and they do that, and they just keep on going with it. And you know, that's why some people are all fucked up out there, because they learn some stupid or crazy shit, some weird ass ways, you know, and it's been ingrained in them. And then they meet, you know, and then they see the outside world finally, and they see how differently things are. There's different stuff going on out there than what's going on in their actual world, their little circle. There actually is a different way of doing things. Yes, there is. And this way possibly is less hurtful, right? Maybe somebody believes they have to be in this hurtful environment, but they don't. No one forces anyone to be anywhere. If you're where you are, that's because you want to be there. If that's what you want to carry on in your life, then you do that, because that's your choice, you know? But I think somebody here is reflecting on something. Reflecting on the differences between one world and the next, right? Let's go ahead and get 3 more cards, you guys, okay? I don't even know why I put them down over there, but maybe just because I wanted to explain. I don't know. I was just basically saying what was coming to mind. That's pretty much how I do this, you know? Whatever comes to mind. And some of that stuff, I don't even have no clue where it comes from, but you know what? There you have it, you guys. That's why tarot is so trippy to me. You know, it just really is. It really, but whatever. It's not hurting anybody, right? I don't think it is. So, the next 4 cards we have out are the 6 of Roses. Okay, yeah. So there is difficulty between 2 worlds, right? There is a competition or a fight or a battle between 2 different worlds, right? Somebody is feeling this way inside, that they're battling, okay, this is how I've lived my life, but I've seen that life now, and I'm kind of feeling like something a certain type of way right now, because I've seen this side, but my side has always been this, you know? Let me hold this closer real quick, just so you guys can see what's going on here. You see there's like lined up horses like they're ready to go in battle, right? So somebody has been seeing something one way this whole time, right? But then they got a taste of the other side. And they're like, wait a minute. I don't need to feel what I feel over here all the time, because it's a bad feeling. It's not a good feeling, maybe. You know? Not being able to possibly express yourself the way you want, or not wanting to not have, you know, wanting to have something and enjoy something in their life, right? But maybe they haven't seen that or experienced that because of the way that this side is, they do things, you know, they do things different than this side. So somebody is lacking on some sort of somebody is lacking on some sort of way, right? Now, let's find out what the next card is. I can go on for a very long time, but I'm not trying to trip anyone out. And I'm not trying to bore you guys either. So, okay, so we have balance, right? This Queen of Roses, she's a very protected person, and she has finally found balance in her life, right? Because she has actually realized something, right? Yes, possibly there's 2 different worlds here. And she realizes that this is not where she belongs, possibly, right? And it just has to be like that. And you cannot hang out up here forever. One day you got to come down off that mountain and continue life and move forward. And I think that's what she's trying to do here in this situation. She's trying to find balance so she can move on from whatever it is that's going on here, right? Maybe she's the one who's reflecting. We won't know until I pull out some more cards. But basically, all we have here... oh, no, my bad. We have the King of Keys here, too, right? And you know, and it almost looks like he's looking up at her, but I think she's just trying to find balance within herself because of maybe something that might have happened in regards to this 2 different sides thing, right? Kind of like Romeo and Juliet, right? There's these 2 that are very different, and one side just doesn't like the other. It's just like that, right? And that's why these two can't possibly be together, because there's too much conflict. I actually think that the Seven of Forces or the Seven of Swords, you guys. Right? This is what I'm thinking. The Seven of Swords. It's like the swords. You know, but we do have balance here, and we have the little balancing scale right there. So this could indicate, from me, that, you know, somebody needed to find balance in their life. Their scales were just uneven, and this is why that they possibly hung out on top of the mountain for a little bit too long. And now I think they're starting to realize that, okay, they're on a journey, and whatever happened, they need to come down from the mountain, get back on the journey train, wherever, whatever it is, the journey bus, because, you know, it's time for you to be in your own power. Because you know you're protected, and you know that you are finding balance, and things will be okay. So you're starting that mindset. Cool. That's really good. And I don't see anybody here now, but I do see that this King of Keys, there's on his journey, there's a lot of conflict. You know, there's a lot of conflict on his journey, and he doesn't quite know how to deal with it. You know, I'm almost thinking that it's the queen that's got to the top, but the king has not made it to the top yet. So there's lessons, more lessons to learn. But, you know, she knows that because she's been on this journey and understood it maybe a little bit longer than this person, that she understands that waiting around doesn't help anyone. And she just has to move forward, right? Like as if she's just matured enough to understand that she doesn't need to play games with life when it comes to life, right? There's no games. There's a game of life, yeah, you know. And when we're kids, we play games. But when we become adults, things change. You have to be responsible as an adult. Hopefully, you can be, right? And she possibly is reflecting on what she has, you know, put through her life through, on how she has found her own stability and her own, you know, the correct ways of doing things, because she maybe wanted to have something different for her future than what she had as or maybe witnessed as a child, right? Five of Forces. Okay. So now I'm trying to think of how I can think of this, right? Because I don't have somebody sitting directly in front of me. I have you guys above me, right? So I can't really say which time this is saying, okay? Maybe something happened in the winter, and then by the summertime, or sometime between, you know, oh, it's saying summer and winter, okay? But as I look at it, it's winter to summer. Summer to winter. Either something has happened during the time of summer to winter, right? Something happened during that time where there were some games played and reflections done, right? On somebody's life, in somebody's life, right? But between the summer and the winter time, something happened, right? And it involved game playing and reflection of the past from somebody's past, right? That's all I got so far. Let me see what the next card is. Maybe it'll bring it together. Uriel and the Sphinx. I remember this card. I've gotten this card before. We're going to look that one up right now because, you know, I'm not too keen on what all the angels, who all these angels are and who they represent, right? I'm not very good at that stuff. I mean, like the main dude, if I'm going to ask somebody, I ask for Archangel Michael. I don't know. He's my go-to. You know what I mean? I feel like. Because he's a powerful dude, and I feel that I need that kind of power around me, you know. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important work in your life, the digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and, sorry you guys, there we go, and deepest power. Even the great Sphinx had to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands that buried up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs and histories so that you can get to the truth inside. But don't worry, you have become already, you have made considerable inroads. Okay. All right. So basically, someone here is ready to move forward. Someone here is ready. You have learned what you needed to learn. So if anybody has been through something, right? You've already got to the top. It's time, like the book said, chip away at old beliefs, right? Somebody has already made it to the top, okay? There are people still climbing behind you. But that doesn't mean you have to wait for them, all right? You made it. Good. Great job. You made it up. Hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Time to get back down and continue on with your life, right? You figured something out, all right? Don't dwell in it. Don't hang in it. It's time to come down off that mountain and begin this new journey, because right here it's saying that you are ready. You are ready to make that move. You are going to do something absolutely fantastic for people, for the collective, for somebody. And that's going to affect the energy of the earth, right? Vibrating in high energies. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to bring a higher vibration to the earth through your experience, right? And yes, you may have to dig out some things that you're not very, keen on, but it's our past experiences that could help others find their own healing in their own past experiences, right? I mean, that's what I think, kind of, sort of. So let's go ahead and grab, these are the Witch's Tarot, right? I've been carrying them around all day. I don't know why. I just had them in my bag all day, and maybe I felt like I was going to do a reading or something, but these are carrying energies of the outside world because they're usually in here. But I took them out and we separated from the home, right? So it got a taste of the outside energies that are flowing right now. That's how I like to think about it, right? So let's see what is going on out there. What kind of energies did these cards get for today in this kind of odd reading, right? Odd, random read. Just out of nowhere. But with a high vibrating frequency, right? A little bit of happiness, feeling good, wanting to feel good, right? Wanting to feel good and wanting to know what good things are coming to us in the future, right? Because remember, we create our own destiny. So right now, I'm vibrating high. And this story, it seems all right now. Doesn't seem too bad. It seems like somebody is moving forward. And that's what we like to hear, right? So the next 4 cards we have we have the Queen of Wands, okay? Yeah. I'm thinking that the Queen of Roses may be the Queen of Cups, but I'm not sure. I still haven't checked. But we do have the Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands, she's going on a journey. She's going. She wants to go, you know? She kind of looks like she's all right. She's ready. She's relaxed. She's not under too much anxiety. And now maybe she's done her healing, and now maybe she feels like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the future. This journey, maybe she's thinking positively about this journey, right? Now that's another person, and she's involved in this King of Keys life, right? This person. These two know each other somehow. We just don't know yet how, right? So we have the 7 of Cups. So the Queen of Roses, she's got options, She has a choice of what she can do, right? She's protected and she's found balance, okay? Remember I told you, like, she's ascended. She's ready to come down and continue this journey, right? What do we have next? Right? Yeah. So somebody who was possibly not being serious, you know, so somebody here decided to just make a move on their own, I think here. That's what's going on, right? Either that or they're focusing on new beginnings, right? Having that new secure financial start. Maybe somebody's going to win something and it involves money. Chess game. Maybe somebody was in a game or played a game. Lottery, maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody played some kind of game and they won pentacles. That could be something too. Right? What's next? Three of Swords. Okay. So there is somebody who is a master at three-party situations. That's what I see there. So remember, I was wondering, you know, somebody who is a master at what they do, right? And what they do is, you know, they go around and they, you know, they get with a lot of people maybe. Maybe they are a master manipulator when it comes to picking up on people, picking up on dudes, picking up on chicks. Maybe they know how to manipulate in that way because they are a master at what they do, right? Look at the bottom. Seven of Wands. Somebody is wanting to defend themselves or they're fighting against others for some sort of something, right? Trippy. Let's see what's next, you guys. Let's see what's next here on this kind of tripped out read. But it's kind, you know, I mean, yeah, the Three of Swords is there, but I'm feeling like people are moving forward. There's options, you know, and yeah, it was a three-party situation, but it's not like I don't really feel kind of weird about that though. I'm not feeling too weird about it. It could be, I don't know. Just depends on how you look at it and your own story. But I'm not feeling super devastated by seeing that Three of Swords there. Okay, so I don't know right now. Let's see. The next four cards we have are the Page of Cups. Okay, so this king could be dealing with the Queen of Wands, and they might even have a child together, right? Or maybe they have started a new journey to be together. It doesn't seem though that this king has quite made it to the palace though. It's like he can't get there. So maybe these two are at a distance. I don't know, but I do see that he hasn't quite gotten to the castle yet. And she's wanting to start some journey, right? Maybe she's waiting for him to pick her up. Who knows? But I do see that there's either premature communication or there could be an involvement involving a child, right? So let's see what the next card is. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this Queen of Roses, and I kind of knew it already. She is a single woman, right? This is not a single couple. This is a couple that's together, but maybe they're just not together right now. Maybe the king is not home yet, something like this, right? But there is conflict involved in their relationship, whatever's happening there, right? I'm sorry, you guys, you know. But hey, this one, she's looking like she's doing pretty darn good, right? She seems, I mean, I have a feeling of her is she has options. She has many directions that she can go. Why? Because she's single. You know, she's abundant. She can take care of herself. She doesn't need help. So she basically doesn't have anyone to answer to, right? She doesn't have to put no work, no kind of work in. Because she's already done her work. And she's, you know, that's where she's at in her life. You know? So, yeah, I mean, she's protected. And you know why she's protected? Because she's a good person. That's why, basically. And she's finding balance in her life. Let's see what's next. The Strength card. Okay, so somebody is thinking hard, thinking long and hard about the past. They're having the strength to, you know, try and figure out what the hell happened. They might be even having the strength to come forward in a certain situation, whoever this is, right? Because I'm not feeling like it's this woman. It could be, but I'm just not feeling it. Maybe this person, maybe it is her. Maybe this was something that has happened that she's been strong through, and she has been taking care of herself financially. Even through all the game playing and all the random crap that's gone on around her, she has still managed to, you know, move forward triumphantly, or with this kind of strength, right? And she's reflecting on things that have happened. So something that had made her this single person, she learned off of whatever happened, right? Whatever has just recently happened, that she got to the top of the mountain. Now she's making her ascent and moving forward. Whatever she just went through, that was just something that she needed, right? And she braved through that whole thing. She fucking made the test. She made it through, and she did it in a good way. She didn't do it with any spite, not trying to get back or hurt anybody, because that's not really what she wants to do. She doesn't like drama, I think, this person, right? And something happened between, maybe with her and somebody else between the summer and the winter time. Something had happened, right? Let's see what's next. Something has had happened, but whatever's going on here in regards to this now, with this three-party situation, somebody being a master possibly of manipulation when it comes to people's hearts, right? Breaking hearts, maybe. They're a master heartbreaker. How about that? That could be it too. But for some reason, this person is watching somebody. This person has their eye on someone. That's why it's three-party situation, right? I'll tell you what, you can have a three-party situation and not even be in contact with somebody. If somebody thinks of you so much, it's weird how the universe is. Because the universe knows your faith and loyalty, and the universe knows you're thinking of somebody else. Why would you be thinking of somebody else? Because there may be some unfinished business. Why are you spying on them? You don't feel complete, like you got the answer to whatever questions you needed, right? Or maybe you didn't express yourself well enough to somebody. Or they didn't express themselves well enough to you. That could be a situation too. But I do see that you're spying on somebody who may not be very close to you, or they just differ from you. And maybe it's time, and maybe you're starting to see things, and you're starting to understand, well, like, why am I feeling so attached to this person? What is going on here? You know, there could be a totally different emotional way you learned to express your emotions, or handle your emotions. And maybe someone else showed you a different way, and now you're kind of like tripping out on shit. So you're watching them because you're not sure now. Maybe something has been triggered in your subconscious that, wait a minute, why do I feel this way about something? Why is this shit going on like this? You know? And I mean, that's cool if you find out what's going on, that's cool. But you just have to remember that time goes on, time moves on. And some people just move on, and they don't want to deal with this anymore, and they know that they deserve better, so they move on. And even as hard as it might be for those people to move on, because possibly somebody was not mature enough to figure things out right away, I mean, people move forward because that's what Source wants. Source doesn't want anybody to wait around. Source wants you to learn your lesson and move forward. And if you're meant to be with a certain person or in a certain situation, it'll happen. But for right now, just move on. Because it's just not happening, right? And this read was about happiness, right? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Move on. You will find you're going to run into some fun times, man. I'm telling you. Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck on something when you could be out living your life and being happy, smiling with others. Joining in on community and friends and just being in a better place than sulking or feeling sad about what has happened. It's time to move on and move forward in your life. There's always going to be people who are different from you, right? These two cards fell out. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to put them back. It seems that the Queen of Pentacles is going within, right? Now, the Queen of Pentacles doesn't have to be married, but she could be. The Queen of Pentacles is going within on some sort of situation, right? I was going to start here. So she has something to do with this couple, this Queen of Pentacles, right? Has to do with this couple. But I'm going to put the cards back. If they need to come out, if they are, is very extremely important that they come out, they will. You know, they will. So what do we have next for the next 4 cards for this reading? This kind of tripped out reading, right? Kind of trippy. Any more good news coming our way in regards to this situation? Let's see. Hey, here comes the sun, right? Something good is coming. And it could be somebody realizing ways, right? Realizing that one way is not the only way. That there is a multitude of ways that things happen, right? There's a multitude of ways. And these differences are only because someone basically made them up. Right? Someone made some shit up and they've been doing that their whole life, and so they've taught it to their offsprings and just carried it along. When, you know, what if those offspring don't like that way? And they've had to live with that, and they probably didn't even speak out about it. They just like did it because that's what they were told to do. Right? And that's kind of sucks. But I do see that whatever is going on with this 9 of Pentacles lady, which could be the Queen of Roses, is a very nurturing lady, right? Holding the energy of the 9 of Pentacles, a single person. She's finding balance, and she is just walking away from this. You know, I mean, let me get a better look at what's going on. Yeah, she's walking away. She's not walking towards. She's walking away. She's walking towards the stars. Something that's going to bring her some sort of enlightenment, a better, happier life. She's walking towards the stars. She's got hope, right? Like the star card. This is not the star card, but she's walking towards the stars because she feels that there's hope in her life for total and complete happiness, right? She might be right there right now, and she might be going through a little bit of something, but she knows that she's going to find total and complete happiness, whether it's, you know, with somebody from the past or a new person. But either way, there's going to be happiness, and she knows it. And she's accepting that. Kind of like she relinquished all her, you know, issues to the universe. Please take care of them for me. I just want to step back, and I don't want to deal with them anymore. Please, you know, Spirit, take these burdens off my shoulders. You know, maybe she's... You speak words out, and if you're a good person, like I said before, if you're good, you get fronties. They skip you up in the front of the line if you have a request. If you've been good, you don't hurt people. If anything, you help people. You're getting put at the front of the line for your requests, and this is what she feels. If this is still her we're talking about, she's been very patient in a situation. So maybe she has been patient from the summer to the winter time. She's been very patient, right? She's been very strong through this situation. Something that has had her reflecting on shit all constantly, right? What has gone on? And, you know, she has the choice to either stick, or somebody here, it might be this person who's spying, okay? Because I'm thinking now, we have a page here. Somebody who's spying. Somebody who, I mean, could be a grown person with a mentality of a child, because they were not raised right or informed right, or maybe misled in their life. So this could even be a grown person, but it could be a young person still too. But somebody is spying, and they're spying maybe to see if someone else has another person already, Maybe something happened between this person and another person, and they're spying on that other person to see if they have someone else. You know, just because somebody doesn't want to be with another person or finally let someone go doesn't mean that there's someone waiting in the background. It could just mean that somebody is just fed up with the bullshit, doesn't want to be hanging in the balance anymore, and would rather be alone than to deal with that fucking drama. That's a possibility, you know, people. If you think that someone breaks up with you just because they want to jump to another person, that's not always true. Sometimes people are just strong enough to say, you know what? You put me through so much shit. I've had it. And I can't deal with it anymore. And I've done all the fighting I can do. You don't want to make effort. You don't want to do things for this. Then okay. Okay. And I'm done fighting with you then. And this is just going to end right here. And that's it. And that's all. And you know when someone's serious, when they can tell you like that. When there's no screaming, no yelling, no fighting, no one-upping anybody. Just straight out saying, I'm done. I'm done. And being able to say that face to face, right? Somebody tells you that to your face, that's pretty much a sign that you're done. Somebody decides they want to go one way. Okay, I understand. So there's no reason for us to hang on to this anymore because I don't want that. So I'm going to go in the direction of what I want, and I'm just going to let this go, and you do whatever, live your happy life the way you think that's happy. Okay, you don't want to, you know, put in too much effort. You don't want to do this, that, whatever the case. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to hang on to this. That means that I'm done because I had something else in mind. And this person might have already known that, but somebody actually did make the choice to dig deep and say, I'm not going to deal with this. And I think that's what choice was made here. Somebody made the choice not to want to be in a three-party situation. What's on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, death. You see, you guys? It's over. It's over. The damage is done. All right? You don't need to spy anymore. It's done. You know? There may have even been a lot of love here that was not even expressed, but time happened, you know, and it took too long, and somebody just doesn't have any fight left, and it's done. And it's time for whoever out there needs to know this. It's time for you to realize this. It's done. Don't dwell. Don't carry this around with you. You know, it's time to move forward. And you can do it. You can do it. Okay? I'm feeling sad for somebody out there. I'm feeling their sadness. Yes, it's over. You know? Darn. And I feel that. I feel your pain because there was something I didn't want over, but I just realized it is. It's over. And no sense in dwelling over it, right? What's that going to do? Haven't you been dwelling long enough? I think you have. I think you have. And this time right here, this is the time for you to have a sort of realization, right? Maybe this was put in front of your face and it was devastating. You cannot believe it happened to you. Shit, it happened. Okay, it happened. It's over. Damage done. Put it behind you. All right? You can't fix it. You can't fix it. Whatever has happened, it's happened. It's over. There's a lot of you out there that still need to make a choice. You might feel a certain way watching somebody who lives in a totally different world than you. And if that person's heart isn't strong enough to separate themselves from a world, you know, to be with you, even if they do, they might even see the difference. They might even see the difference and want the difference. Whatever world has them attached, they feel like they cannot remove themselves from that world. And you know what? I'll tell you what. If the people in his world or her world actually love them, then they will respect your decision, right? If they fight against you and whatever, whatnot, because they don't want you to have your own happiness, they don't really care for you. They just want to do what they want to do to make themselves happy. Because they don't want to see somebody else have something they didn't have, right? So that's why they keep, you know, themselves in these circles, whatever, and they're almost like they're threatened by it, like, okay, if I do this, if I make this move, these people are never going to talk to me again. Oh my God, they're all I have. I need them. You don't need anyone. You don't need anyone. And you know, I've had to separate myself from family members and shit because of their selfish, backstabby ways. Their way of thinking was just so fucked up to me. Really, really fucked up. Well, that's another story. But I had to do that. Let them go. Because some people you just can't change. They don't want to change and they won't change. And they're going to be stubborn. And, you know, that means that you need to step back from these people in order for you to live a happy life. You know, that's your decision for sure. But it looks like somebody here is making a decision. There's a decision that's going to be made here real friggin' soon. Real soon. Right? So let's find out what's next here. I've already hit an hour, you guys. Shit, man. Didn't even realize that. Let's get a move on with this. Okay, so what else do we have here for the next 4 cards to come out? What do we have for these next 4 cards to come out? I still don't even know what I'm going to call this video. Jeez. I don't know. We'll still see. Choices, right? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so the next 4 cards we have out are... Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So there could be another person involved here. Queen of Swords now, right? This could also be, what, the Queen of Wands carrying the energies of the Queen of Swords. Could have those 2 signs in her chart, you know? Air and fire, possibly. But she's on the defense, right? She looked like she was comfortable, but something happened, right? Something happened here, and now she's on the defense. Could have to do with this Sun card and somebody coming into a realization about something, right? Somebody realized something between 2 groups, 2 communities, something like that, right? The Queen of Roses, we have the King of Pentacles right here. I'm kind of thinking that the keys are, let me see that real quick with you guys, real quick. I'm going to see what the difference is. We can figure out who's who in regards to keys and what do you call it? Keys and scrolls and all that shit, real quick. Okay. Minor Arcana, Suit of Scrolls. So the Suit of Scrolls, I'm thinking, could be like wands, right? And it's funny because these cards skip the number 9 and number 10 in this deck, right? And they don't even have a knights. They have no knights. So this deck is purely between individuals, right? No, you know, I mean, yes, there's messages because I'm putting the cards from other decks in, but in the actual Akashic Tarot, it is strictly between individuals, right? So we do have, okay, scrolls is, it could be, scrolls actually could be air, right? Oh, no, okay. Okay, no, I'm thinking that scrolls are wands. The roses are like cups, right? The forces are swords, and the keys are pentacles. So that's what it is, okay? So we have the King of Keys right here. I think it is one and the same person. That this king is dealing with this single woman. He could be thinking about her. You know, maybe he made her an option in the past. He's looking at the past, though, in regards to this woman, right? Which is the Queen of Roses, Queen of Cups, right? and she is now single. She's got her own protection on her. She's independent. She does her own thing. This is the protection she's had. She's comfortable. She's not really worried about things. You know, she's really not. Okay. Then we have this Knight of Swords, information coming in about, you know, somebody may have had a realization about something and they want to move forward, because they have come into something. Maybe they've come into money, right? They were playing games in the past, or maybe they are still playing games, but there's a message coming in of truth, right? Now, what kind of truth could it be? It could be hurtful, but it could be nice. It could be truth of being honest. But I think it's going to be a little bit hurtful, you know. You know, and you guys, Mercury retrograde, you know. It's almost like this, it was happy in the beginning, and it kind of took a turn a little bit, right? But it's okay. Okay, it's okay. This has happened. This is a lot of situations here. This is not everyone's story either, you know. We do have the Two of Wands. So out of this three-party situation and mastering whatever it is that they're trying to do, they actually see something in their future, right? That's why they're needing to make a choice here. They are looking out at the big picture this time. They're not just looking at what's happening right now. They are trying to decide the big picture, finally, right? Because a lot of people don't look out into the future. They don't care about the repercussions, but maybe this person is starting to do that. Let's see what the next four cards are here. What are the next four cards? Maybe this is why this person is spying and watching. Watching to see if somebody is actually who they say or who they portray, and whether or not this person is going to make a choice with or against, you know. But I feel like there is a decision coming in real quick here. The next cards we have the Eight of Swords. So the king here is feeling trapped because of a child. There's a child involvement here, and that's why this King of Pentacles, he's feeling trapped. And he's dealing with, he could be dealing with two individuals in this. So he could be feeling trapped because there could be more than one child. There could be two, right? There could be two children involved here, and they're feeling trapped in that situation, a situation that they put themselves in due to the way that their family or their circle or whatever, their religion or whatever it is, they put themselves in that situation because of the ways they were taught, right? But they've been illuminated on something, right? We have the Six of Swords. This woman, she's moving away from a situation. She's moving away from the King of Pentacles, right? She doesn't want, and this is a person from the past. This single woman who can take care of herself, can do everything for herself. Also, what is she? Is she holding the Queen of Roses energy? A very nurturing, loving person. This could be the Queen of Cups energy, the Empress, right? If the Queen of Roses is the Queen of Cups, she is the Empress. And she could be this single, independent woman who is absolutely moving away from the King of Pentacles, right? Moving away from him because things are not, you know, it's not panning out, right? Look, having to make another choice. A lot of choices. Maybe this is the reading of choices. I don't know. But somebody is trying to make a choice over a situation. There was a lot of games played in the past, right? There's going to be a truth coming in regards to somebody's money. But somebody stayed strong in this whole situation, and now they're being forced, basically, to make a choice, right? But because we don't know what cards are next yet, there's a little bit of patience being had here. Somebody's not quite making the choice, right? Not yet, because they're still unsure. This is why we have this Page of Wands here, because this Page of Wands, who is in a different world than another person, right? Two separate worlds. He is trying to decide, whoever this is, it could be he or she, on which path to take. But while he's doing all his spying, somebody's already choosing a path. This is already happening, right? Because we don't have the cards yet. So this somebody right now, before all these cards are coming and whatever the outcome is, this person will have made a choice already. Because somebody is just staying back and watching. They're not moving. They're not making a choice. Yeah, they're basically juggling ideas. These ideas. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Because they're still not sure. And that's why they're spying, right? But while they're doing all this spying and thinking, what they're not realizing is they're losing that sunshine, right? If I were not to put down the next set of cards, this is how it would read. It would be that somebody is juggling, but somebody was illuminated on the situation, so they're walking away from it. They've had enough patience, and they're finally making their choice. That's what I would read. But we got to find out what the next cards are, right? Let's see what the next cards are. See how it plays out, just to see, you know, just to see what's happening. But if I didn't put the cards down, that's basically what would be happening. Somebody was waiting long enough. They've been illuminated in a certain situation, and they're walking away from it. Their patience wore thin, or they just were as patient as they could be, and that's it. They're making their choice, right? So the next 4 cards we have out are Seven of Pentacles. So somebody did plant seeds with some, you know, in regards to somebody wanting to watch those seeds grow, regardless of the background noise of this war of the roses, right? So there was a war between the Queen and maybe the other Queen in this side, right? The Queen of either the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords, one of these, right? There definitely was a war here, and somebody actually did plant some seeds and wanted to watch their seeds grow in regards to what they were illuminated with, right? Yeah. Now, since this row or this column originally started out with the King of Keys, this is his story. Feeling trapped, he's going to have to deal with these two people for a very long time. Why? Because there might be children involved in each of those relationships. This person tried to, you know, this person may have tried to plant some seeds in regards to this person who is the sun. They may have planted some seeds and are wanting to watch them grow, but they're feeling trapped because of what they did in the past, okay? And there was disagreements with them. They were just really bumping heads here, not agreeing to shit. And but somebody is looks like this woman, whatever she had with this King of Pentacles or this King of Keys, is it's over. She sees how he is, who he is, what he represents, and she's definitely she's definitely seeing him now as an option. And what it is I don't think she wants him as an option. He's not even, I don't think she even really wants him in her option pile, right? Like she doesn't even want him to be an option. She just wants that person removed, because I see here that she is moving away from this person. It's not like she is, and twice here too. Look at this, twice. Moving away. Because why? She's found her balance. And this person just was not balanced enough for her in order for her to even stay here. And she's not going to waste her time waiting on anybody. I think she's waited enough. But whatever she's been through and how she is now, she's single, she's prosperous, she can take care of herself, blah, 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 right? Now she's just like, I don't need this shit. You know, maybe before she felt like she had some codependency, but then maybe now she realizes because she's found her balance, she's walked away. She's already walked away from this king already, but he still keeps showing up, right? Maybe he's thinking about her, but this is double confirmation that she's done. No matter how much he wants to think or hold on about this, what's going on here is she is done. There was some peace said, and she's done. That's all she needed. She needed that peace of mind. She moved on. Yeah. Maybe she was told that there was 3-party situations, and maybe this person likes this type of activity, having a lot of people. And she's done. That's all I need to know. You don't have to tell me twice, right? You want to be, you know, play in the field all the time? Go, okay. Right on. More power to you. You know? Shoot, I'll give you one for the road, but after that, I'm done. You know? That was rude, I know, but, you know. I'm just saying, like, she's done. She's good. Because she's found her balance and understanding through these three-party situations, and that's what she's walking away from. She doesn't want to be a part of that shit. She's not that. It could even be like a polygamous relationship type of thing going on here. Nah. Y'all want to share amongst each other? You go have at it. Go live in the mountains with all those fucking Amish, whatever. I don't even know. And that's very rude of me too, also, to say anything like that. But she's a one-on-one kind of gal, I think, and she doesn't want to be in that kind of drama. I mean, if you step back and you really think about it, can you think of the drama of having like a couple wives and shit like that? Wives being jealous of each other. Because women are very emotional, right? Shit, if I have a man, I ain't sharing shit. And if that dude doesn't want to look at me the same way and treat me the same way, as if I'm the only one, see you later. I'm not with it. I don't like that. That's not my style. That's definitely two different worlds, and that's just one world that I don't want to live in. Thank you very much for the experience, and have a nice life. All right? Plain and simple. Thanks for the lesson, basically. All right? So I didn't need to be shuffling, but I was, because I was talking to you guys. So let's see what the next card is. We have the King of Cups, right? Somebody's been very patient. Something happened with this King of Cups. Somebody was a King of Cups between the summer and the winter. Very emotional, loving person, right? Was playing, maybe possibly playing games and sending out rude messages to people, right? But this person, who had to be strong here, reflecting on the past, has made a choice. And this person has made a choice, possibly. This choice was made in the summer or winter. Somebody was very patient in a situation, and this King of Swords made some sort of decision in the summer or the winter, or from the winter to the summer. But I'm thinking that some decision was made in the past, and I think that, and you know, it's funny because you look at this guy ain't putting a knife in his head, but this guy is, like, he's like, oh, fuck, you know, it's almost like his suicide. That's a suicide king, right? Yeah. This person, basically, what they did was they sabotaged their, whatever they had going on. They sabotaged it. Something came to them. And that's why the suicide king is there, right? This person fucked up, and he knows it. And he fucked up with this, the Nine of Pentacles woman. There you have it. That's the fucking story, dude. That's it, right there. Somebody chose a certain lifestyle, right? And now they're trapped in it. And they're trapped in it because of children. But somebody else realized this lifestyle, and she doesn't want that. And she's okay because she's single. So it's not like she's not shacked up really with anybody. She's single. And maybe this King of Pentacles wanted to come in and make her part of the party. She doesn't, no, thank you. He came in with the truth, how he wanted things. And she's like, oh, okay, well, thanks for telling me, and that's not how I want my life, so it was nice meeting you. Here's one for the road. Have a nice life. Some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can think of, right? And finally here we see that whoever screwed himself over, somebody screwed themselves over between the summer and the winter time. They were patient with something, but they ended up, during the summertime, something happened where they made a choice, and they may have made the wrong choice. Water sign, right? They went towards, they heard some news about some new beginning, but it was a game. You know why? It was a game to see possibly how strong this person could be. And I don't think this person passed the test. Yeah, they didn't. They made the wrong choice. They didn't follow their gut instinct, right? Made the wrong choice. And somebody's patience wore thin, and that's it, you know. And the person that they had to make a choice with was this Nine of Pentacles woman. And the Nine of Pentacles woman has made her choice already. And she's not going to deal with the juggling. She's not going to bother with the spy. You can spy all day. She doesn't care. She's made her choice to go within and start something new for herself, because she has mastered herself. Master artesian, right? I don't think it's mastering breaking other people's hearts, but I think she's mastering something. She's mastering the idea of knowing who she is and what she wants. She has mastered herself, right? She doesn't want, she doesn't follow people. Because all those people didn't get her where she's at today. She had to do that shit by herself. This is why she's not a follower. She is a leader. And that's it. It's plain and simple. Leaders don't follow people. Leaders get to where they need to get comfortably as a single person. Why? Because they led their life in a positive direction. Just because someone's single doesn't mean it's like a failure. No, it means that they were able to do it by themselves. They didn't need anyone's help. They did it themselves. And this is the kind of drive this person had. And she sees that she's worth more than just a bunch of people fucking around all day, sharing each other's flora with each other. I mean, come on now. And then you don't know who they've been with yet. No, man, no. That's nasty, that's dirty, that's yucky. If you like that, more power to you. I think that shit is disgusting, the polygamy relationships. That's a lot of people who don't know what they want. Right? Hey, and if you don't like what I say, you know, okay, that's fine. But you know what? You don't need to say anything down below about it. That's my opinion. I fucking think that shit is nasty. That's it. Okay? And if that's how you like to live your life, okay, more power to you. I'm not against you. But for my life, I don't be like, you know, fucking sleep around all over the damn place, collecting fucking diseases and just fucking up kids' lives, having random pregnancies. Nah, man. If you want to fight about it, I'll fight about it. I could tell you some shit, alright? People out there ruining other people's lives, especially children's lives. You like that polygamy shit? Step back and see whose lives you're ruining by doing that, you know? And then let's fight about whose idea is best. Ruiner of lives. Anyways, this is a gypsy deck. So I'm going to find out what the gypsy has to say in regards to this whole situation. I'm going to pull like, I don't know, I'm going to pull like 4 cards, one for each row or column. So let's get the first 2 cards. We have love. Okay. So somebody here in this situation, maybe there is love between, you know, this is a polygamist relationship between these 2 people and this king. Maybe there is love here. All right. Could actually be the love for the child, and this is why this person is staying in this. Because, you know, I'm only taking 4 cards, but I always put the card in the middle, right? And usually if I put a card over another card, it usually reflects the card underneath. But because I'm only putting these down like this in the middle, this person could be doing this because staying in this type of situation because they love one of these women. Maybe another one is a mother. Maybe this is a mother of 2 children, and maybe this person loves their children very much, so they stay trapped in this. Which is, you know, I guess that's okay, but don't show your pain and your suffering to the child. The child will feel that. They will see that. They will know that energy. And they will think that it's okay for them to be in a relationship and feel that pain. And it's not okay. Okay? Kids are a lot more intuitive than you think. Your children are seeing love in the perspective that you're putting it to them. You're showing this to them. And if you are in a loveless relationship, no matter how you hide it from the child, they will always know that negative energy. And when they do meet somebody, possibly they can meet somebody who's very abusive. And if they feel that energy from that person, they might think that's love. And where are you going to be to save your child? Because that's what you have taught this child, is to feel that negative energy. So let's hope that whatever's going on here, the children are learning from loving and caring environments, even if it is a polygamist, right? You need to display the love between all three or whoever's involved here. To me, it looks like there's three people. And if you're all involved in something, make sure that you show the child love equally, the children love. Don't show them that you don't like your marriage, you don't like this or that. Because if that's the case, just get out of that shit. Because you're just ruining the perception of this child's view on how love should be. Do you think that's fair for them? They didn't ask for that. So if you're going to bring a child in this world, try to show them love. That love is obtainable. And it doesn't have to be abusive, hurtful, or sad, or anything like that. Just plain and simple, okay? Next, constancy. There's always somebody watching the single lady. There's always. And it could be this King of Pentacles. But somebody has constantly got their eye on this woman, right? Maybe they're watching her walk away all the time. Maybe they're watching, how did you find that balance? You know, how did you get to where you're at today? Maybe that's why they're watching. Could be that too. How did you sift through all these options and find the right direction, the right path? Maybe they're trying to examine, how is it that this person moved forward? Well, if you're so curious, you can just ask without playing any games. Because the Queen of Pentacles, if she's comfortable with where she's at, I don't think she really minds sharing information. Right? Queen of Pentacles, or the single woman who's financially stable, which I think she might have either water or earth in her chart. You know, it doesn't have to be. But this person is finding balance. She could also have like air in her chart, Libra maybe, because of the balance, because of the scales, right? But she knows that she's a balanced person, and she's walking away from three-party. She's balanced herself. She knows that that's not the kind of lifestyle she likes, so she walks away from this three-party situation, and that's when she finds her balance. Good for her, right? But even so, there's still somebody that's gotten their eye on her. And you know what, cross-watcher, if that's you, keep watching. You're just wasting your time. Take action on your own life and watch yourself get better. I mean, what is it that you're watching for? What is the whole point of watching if there's no action being taken? So just leave it alone, right? Because she's not going to wait any longer. She's moving forward. Why? Because you don't take action. And nobody likes somebody who just, you know, make a damn choice. I think she's already made it, though, for you, so. And that sucks to play it over again in your life. I could have, I should have, I would have. But you did that to yourself, okay? You allowed other people to control your life. And you accepted it, and you are doing that. And that was, you know, maybe you were manipulated, who knows. So the next card we have out is loss. So the King of Cups, yeah. The King of Cups is definitely lost here. He didn't make the right choice. That's what happened. He got information in, possibly some deceptive information. Some harsh words came in about a new beginning somewhere. Somebody it was all a game to somebody, though, because we have win or lose, right? And apparently somebody lost, right? Somebody's reflecting on something of the past, something that they had to have a lot of strength in regards to. And they made their decision, and this decision happened in the summer and the winter. This could involve the King of Cups, but whatever decision they made the wrong decision. Okay, and this is why the lost card is here. made the wrong decision during that time. Somebody was waiting very patiently, but because somebody might have taken too long, they sabotaged themselves, and now they lost out on this situation, possibly from interference from others, outside interference. So right here, it seems that the Nine of Pentacles person, this single person, the one who sees out into her future, the one who is possibly juggling, but not juggling relationships because she's single, right? She's going deep within. That's why we have that Uriel and the Sphinx card. She is going deep within herself, breaking through the rocks or the rubble of trauma of her life, and has made a choice to take a more spiritual path, possibly, right? She sees some sort of spiritual path in her future. It could involve other worlds. It could involve going to other countries. Okay, it could be that. It could involve learning about other cultures. So maybe this person is very spiritually inclined, or is wanting to learn more about spirituality, something like that, because maybe she's gaining enough pentacles that she can make the choice to go anywhere she wants. And I think what she wants to do, she is on a journey of learning, right? She wants to learn something so she can turn around and hopefully maybe teach it. Teaching positivity, raising the earth's vibration, right? So this is good. So we have one person who's watching. She wants to move on. Whoever you are out there, cross-watch or whatever, she wants to move on. Just leave her alone. Just get out of that energy, because, you know, holding people back energetically, that sucks. And I can guarantee you she's where she's at and wanting to move forward spiritually because, one, she's protected. You know, she probably knows that you're watching, but she doesn't care. But I'm feeling a message from her to whoever that just stop watching. It's done. It's done. It's done. This is the death card. It's done. Leave it alone. Don't hang on to it. Time's wasting for people, you know. People get older. Just because you didn't step up doesn't mean that you should be blocking anyone else. Why do you have to one-up people all the time? You know, we don't need to do that. If you made a mistake, either you fix it or you deal with what you did. You deal with the outcome, right? Don't drag everyone down with you. That's fucked up. It's not their fault. Whatever you did was your fault, and your ways, not 100% your fault because somebody taught you these ways, but whatever choice that you made that's leaving you in this energy of having to spy on somebody, having to watch them, you know, become successful possibly without you or without another person, whatever, you just waste your time. The damage is done. Put it behind you and just move forward. You know, I think that's what she's trying to do. And by anybody trying to hang on to another person's energy, you know, those who are trying to move forward in their life and find happiness, if you're trying to hold on energetically to these people, why? If you want change in your life, change it. You know, don't hang on to people and bring them down. It's your fault because, you know, sometimes even the universe works in weird ways where whatever you try to do to keep them down and what you're doing, the universe is going to boomerang that energy, and you might be trying to send bad vibes, but the energy by the time it gets to that person, it's like roses, flowers, rainbows, and butterflies. You know, it's transformed in thin air into those things to just bring this person up more. That's, you know, that's how the universe works sometimes. It takes the bad energy and transforms it into good energy for those who are deserving. That's what happens with life. Things, karma, right? Karma. So somebody is actually, this is good energy. Somebody's ascending off the mountain. They made it to the top. They made the realization. I'm thinking it's this Knight of Pentacles person. They are putting the past behind them finally. They're stepping down from the mountain. allowing others to make their climbs, and is now coming down off the mountain to take a new journey. Because I think that's what this person has been waiting for. So that's what I have for so far. I don't know if you guys think that was a trippy ass reading. I thought it was really kind of emotional up and downs, right? But all I can say is during this time, the past is going to be, we're going to be revisiting the past during this retrograde. It's 10:10 right now, you guys. It's 10:10. You guys, something has ended. Somebody's hanging on. Stop hanging on unless you're gonna start that new beginning, right? 10:10 reduces down to 1:1 each. Either your new enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, you are transcending to a different level, or you are coming into realization and you need to make the move now, right? At least speak your truth if you need to. If not, find another way to get it off your chest. All right. So, my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but maybe I'll just call it 10:10. End and beginning. I don't know. I don't know. I'll give it some thought. But thanks for joining me, you guys, tonight. And my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. That would be awesome if you did. That would be really cool. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.